Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Danielle Louise, and today I'm actually going to be making DIY resin coasters. I actually found some videos on YouTube about this, and I just love the idea of making like these beautiful pieces of art. And I don't know what it is about coasters, but it's one of those things that just like make you feel like you're adulting in life when you actually have them. So I'm just preparing the epoxy right now. So I've got this it's a amazing clear cast, and it's just 2 parts, and so you they're both equal parts that you end up mixing together. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get that poured and mix it all together, and see you on the next part. Okay, you guys, so here I have it all combined, and now I've just got to mix it up. I would definitely suggest to wear gloves. It does get really sticky and is extremely hard to get off of your hands. I've unfortunately learned the hard way. The other thing I suggest is, just keep stirring it around, scrape off the sides, and then stir from like bottom to top, lifting it up and just allowing that motion, so that way it just fully gets mixed. Anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward, and I'll see you on the next scene. So I'm all done mixing it together. It can take approximately 2 to 3 minutes to do it. So here I'm just getting my cups ready, and I'm gonna just split up the epoxy evenly throughout the cups so I can get the colors that I want. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward to the colors. Okay, so I did want to mention I didn't do it here in this video. However, when you're working with a mold, one of the things that they do suggest, so that way you just don't make too much epoxy, just because it is expensive, is to fill it up using water so you can get an idea of how much you need, and then base it off of that. So I'm just dividing it up amongst the cups, and I will add the color here right after. So the first one I'm using is this liquid black opaque color, and the only thing I would say is just make sure you shake it up beforehand. I of course had a little bit of a fail and didn't do it till afterward. So anyway, and then the next one I'm using is this beautiful purple pigment, and so really I'm just using like a popsicle stick, but it just doesn't take that much. The more that you add, the less that you can like see through it. So I added a little bit more because I didn't want to be able to see through the coaster and have it be like almost like a clearish purple. And here I've got some gold that I'm adding to the black, and then just same thing, just make sure that you stir it thoroughly. Then I've got the same thing that I did with the black with the white as far as the liquid opaque, and again, make sure that when you're mixing it, you mix it very thoroughly from like top to bottom, all the way, scrape the sides. And then here I'm adding a blue pigment. Same thing, you guys, it doesn't take much to make the color that you want. So that's the good thing. So anyway, you guys, okay, well, let's get into the next part. So I've got everything mixed, and here I have a silicone mold that I'm using. And so when you're doing it, it's really preference, and it's fun to play around with, but I'm starting from the outside, and then I'm gonna be working my way in. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward and let you see that. So I'm so happy with how it looks. Here you can actually use that same popsicle stick to just kind of move it around and just play with it, have fun. I just love the way that you can make resin just so, like, just the colors and the flow and the movement of it is just beautiful. And so anyway, you guys, let's go ahead and fast forward. Okay, you guys, so now it's time for that heat gun. I've also been told that if you don't happen to have a heat gun, you can use a hair dryer. I have not tried that. The heat gun just really didn't cost that much. I think I got it from Walmart. It's was $25, $26. And so the cool thing about the heat guns is it also moves the pigment around and the colors that you have. So it's just real fun to kind of just play with it and see what it does. Anyway, you guys, I do have this oil that I am using to drop in, and it kind of just has really cool effect to the resin. And so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And so anytime you mess with the resin, you always want to go back with the heat and make sure that any new bubbles that might have formed are now out. So anyway, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you that. Okay, you guys, that is the end. So now we're just gonna wait to let them dry. So I could not be more happy with the way these look. They came out great. I let them dry for 24 hours and now I'm just removing them from their mold. Okay, you guys, they are all done. I am so happy with how they turned out. They're gonna end up being gifted to my friends, and so I'm just happy to have tried this out for the first time. And I hope that you've learned some stuff along the way as well. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe. And the only thing that's missing is just adding some cork on the back, and then just using them. Anyway, you guys, thanks.